Greetings y'all and welcome back everybody else. I just wanted to get on here and do a short video. I don't have any projects that I'm showing off today. I actually was in the shop yesterday working on not really working on a fixed blade, but just kind of piddling around with one. It wasn't really a project. I wasn't making any content or anything, but I cut my hand pretty good. Pretty good for me, but looking at it now, it doesn't look that bad, but it was pretty deep, but luckily I didn't have to have any stitches. I got away with these strips and that Dermabond glue, so basically tape and super glue put me back together. But I'd appreciate your prayers on getting that healed up and kind of getting back to my fighting strength or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna have several projects come up, doing some more fixed blade stuff. I'm not completely abandoning the slip joint stuff I do. I'll still be doing a few trappers, maybe a little more sod busters, and I've actually got a few sod busters that I wanted to show off today that I'll probably carry today. I've got my Case stag type sod buster there with they put the stainless steel blades on this one. Love that blade shape. Love the sod buster blade shape. And then a knife that I'm really, or kind of a series of knives, I guess, that I'm really more starting to warm up to are the Case sod buster, the Crossroads series. I've got this one, this black, almost like a burlap micarta, and these have this one anyway, has the S35 VN blade still on it. But I like how they do the cutout there for the nail nick. But really lightweight, easy carry knife. They put these together. I'm sure you've seen they put these together with the screws instead of the pins. So I haven't taken one of these apart yet, but I'm sure that day's coming. But yeah, just wanted to show those off. I'll probably be carrying those today. As far as doing some more of the sod busters like that, I've got some questions. I've done 2 or 3 and they've turned out okay. But I've got some questions as to a couple things that maybe I could do different to make it a little easier. And this weekend is going to be a perfect time to answer those questions, which leads me into my next point that I wanted to talk to. It's show week. It's finally here. The Deep South Knife Show is just a couple of days away. Y'all are seeing this video on Monday, the morning that I'm recording it. And the show, like I said, is this weekend, Friday and Saturday, but Thursday we'll be having our trade day. But a lot of people coming into town. Brother Rex from Brother Trade a Blade will be there. Big Jim, Brother Jim from Barlow Brigade will also be there. Looking forward to seeing him. Again, hadn't seen him in about a month or so. Tim North, Bearded Blade guy, is going to be there. The Knife Doctor, Kevin Bentley, is going to be there. Now, Tim and Kevin, they're just coming to check out the show. They're not going to be set up as vendors, so to speak. They're just going to be there. They're hanging out, but, really looking forward to seeing those guys. And this will be the first time I've actually met Kevin, the Knife Doctor, in person, and a little more information coming out about the show. I've known for about a month or so, and I've mentioned a time or two that vendor space is sold out. There's 25 or 26 vendors, so however many tables that many people got that sold it out for vendors. So we're going to be full as far as that goes. And then Friday and Saturday, both days of the show, outside is going to be the Gulf Coast Knife Makers Guild. I think I said that right. They'll be there both days, showing off their stuff. And I confirmed on Friday, because it's been on the little information flyer that's been going around, that there's going to be a forging competition. That will be on Saturday. The forging competition will be outside on Saturday with the guild there. And I believe, now I haven't seen this anywhere, but from what I've heard in the way of more information that's coming out about the show, both days, Friday and Saturday, the doors are going to open. We're going to get started at about 9. Friday, I think it's going to go to about 4 or 5, but Saturday it's only going to go until 2. So if you're planning on coming Saturday, maybe try to come in the morning, or at least before lunch, because like I said, they're going to be wrapping it up Saturday afternoon around 2 o'clock. Admission is $5 a person, so that just kind of helps them pay for the building and We're actually going to have, you know, overnight security in the building for us and everything. So that's what that'll be for. But yeah, just wanted to get on here and talk about the show and give a couple of shout outs to some guys that were going to be here, show off these few knives. And, you know, again, if you wouldn't mind, you know, saying a prayer for my hand there. Got some more projects that I'm going to be starting on really soon. Got some materials and supplies supposed to be coming in today. So yeah, I'm just gonna be working on that and getting ready for the weekend. I'm on work tomorrow. Today's my Monday off anyway. I'm gonna work tomorrow and Wednesday, Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday it'll be on. We'll be heading to Wiggins Thursday around lunch for like a little trade get together thing. Thursday afternoon, some food and fellowship and knife swapping. I got a knife roll of stuff I'm gonna take and see what I can trade for, and hopefully just kind of be on the lookout this weekend for some more good looking sod busters. But as far as my rebuild projects go, I do, like I said, I am going to get started on some more fixed blade stuff, and I'm going to start making the Kydex sheaths, the molded sheaths. I got some supplies that I've still got to get together for that project, but not much. As far as tools, I've pretty much got everything, but there's a few other materials and supplies I need to get. So I'm gonna try my hand at that for some of these fixed blades that I'm rebuilding. So I'm looking forward to that. As far as doing the sod busters, I still want to be able to do some of those from time to time, but I've got some questions about technique questions, really, as far as, you know, better ways to do some of the things you have to do to get these knives back together. And there's going to be plenty of people there this weekend that I know will be able to help me with that, give me some good advice, because the last thing I want to do is tear up a bunch of knives or damage a bunch of parts to where I can't use them anymore because I'm doing something the wrong way, when there's a much easier, safer way to get these things back together. So a little more research, a little more homework on my part as far as that, and we'll get going together on those again. But the fixed blades are going to be good. The fixed blades really kind of take me back to my beginning. I kind of talk more about it in another video that you'll see, you know, later on. But when I first started, you know, fooling with the knives as far as any kind of building or, you know, custom work or anything like that, I started on fixed blades, attaching scale material to fixed blades and being able to finish those. So that's something I really enjoy doing, you know, doing the fit and finish on the scales on those, and then just being creative with the pen work that you know, hold them together, and, you know, doing the tubes for lanyard holes and that kind of thing. I've done some pretty off the wall stuff that's very unique. So I'm really looking forward to getting back into that again. But again, I hope y'all guys have a great day, have a great week. You know, we're gonna be back in the shop again in no time. Get my hand, you know, healed up to where, you know, I don't have to worry about that again, and got the show this weekend. So if y'all are, you know, within, you know, reasonable traveling distance of Wiggins this weekend, come check us out. There's gonna be a lot of people. Another thing that came out about the vendor side of the show the other day that I didn't know is how far some of these people are coming. There's a vendor coming from New Mexico, New York, Florida, Alabama. I think somebody's coming from Texas. So it's not just going to be a bunch of South Mississippi guys as far as the vendors go. There's people that are making the trip for this. My mind just went blank, but I'm sorry. But yeah, plenty of YouTube personalities that are going to be there. Like I said, I mentioned Brother Jim, Brother Rex, Tim North, the Knife Doctor. They're all going to be there. So, and I think, I haven't confirmed with him again, I'll talk to him again this week, but I think Rugged Cross Knives, Mr. Bobby Tackett, I think he's coming. So hopefully I'll get to see and meet him. I've talked to him several times, just, you know, through text and that kind of thing, but it'll be the first time actually meeting him. But anyway, don't want to hold y'all up any farther. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for all the support we've gotten on the channel. You know, we're getting new subscribers every day. Keep in mind, you know, when we get to 500 subscribers, there'll be a pretty nice, generous knife giveaway. We're at 280 right now, the last time I looked. So yeah, just keep liking and keep sharing. I enjoy all the comments. I enjoy all you know, just all the positive feedback I've gotten from the channel, and I've been really blessed in that regard. So y'all have a great day. We'll see you next time.